What's this, Julie? Opening up another journal? Really? Do we need another journal? Well, yes, we do, because this journal is for my travels this year. Earlier on in May, we visited Italy. We flew into Pisa airport, so it seemed only right to spend a day there. And of course, the first image that I am going to be putting into my travel journal is the iconic tower. So it's been a long time since I did any kind of travel journaling, probably over 10 years, and I didn't feel confident enough to go straight in here with my pen, so I took my pencil first to sketch out and lay out both the images that I wanted to include and the text. So I didn't plan out my page before I started drawing. I find myself more impatient these days than ever. But what I knew was that I wanted this to be an artful capturing of our visit, because I've got over 1,000 images and videos already in my phone, so I don't want it to be a photographic record. I want it to be more playful than that. I want to capture some memories and capture some points of interest. So in addition to the tower, I am of course interested in mandala images. So I'm trying to replicate one here. And I want to get the detail right, but I'm not so bothered about making a perfect replica of it because I already have photos and videos of this image. So I'm using my tools there in terms of the pair of compasses, but other than that, I'm just drawing everything and measuring by hand and eye, and sometimes making a few mistakes before I really get going with it. But the thing here is to retain that level of charm that the journal can bring to this whole exercise of keeping holiday memories alive. I was on an art trip here in Italy, and I have to say that with all of the amazing Renaissance art and the art and architecture that just is overwhelming at most times, one of my favourite pieces of the whole trip, and indeed the highlight of Pisa, was the Keith Haring mural Tutto Mondo, which was painted on the side of a church. I believe it was commissioned by the church. He painted it in 1989. I recently discovered Keith Haring's work. I was vaguely aware of him, but I watched a documentary about him recently and just fell in love with his pieces. So that really for me was the highlight. So in addition to including that iconic image, also including a mandala, which is obviously relatable to my work, I've put in the wee snippet from the Keith Haring murals. I feel that I covered Pisa reasonably well. I'm not looking to tell the whole story here, just to have a glimpse and to understand what my key areas of interest were when we visited. Pisa was a good stop off for us on the way to Florence because that's where the airport was, but 2 nights was a wee bit overmuch. Even though we only spent 1 full day there, we actually spent half of it in bed because what we really needed to do was be on holiday and rest instead of having a city break. But there you go, them's the breaks. These are the ways that I'm recording my memories and what has stood out for me the most along the way.